Another day, another episode. Today I'm just going to clean the interior up a little bit. I'm still waiting on the brake parts. They haven't arrived yet. So just wash this down. And I'm going to have to pull the door panels off, but it's still nicer to work on it when it's clean. Because luckily you guys don't have smell-o-vision, because that is all rats' nests, mice nests, and it smells pretty bad in here. So I'm going to clean the door panels, clean the seats, and I'm going to shampoo the carpets. Get everything out of here, vacuum it out first, and then shampoo them. Use one of these. You buy these kits. You buy a set of these on eBay for about 19 bucks. You put them in your drill. Great for scrubbing carpets and seats. Already did the seats, back seats a while back, because I wanted to find the build sheet, so I pulled the seat out and cleaned it while it was out. So today, well right now I'm going to do this. All I'm using is just laundry detergent, nothing fancy, nothing too strong. You don't want to use purple power or anything like that, because it can actually pull the colour out of the seats and the upholstery. Because that stuff's pretty strong, so just use regular laundry detergent. You know, just while the wife's not looking, I just fill up a bag of detergent, or you can use the tablets, whatever you got. That's all I use. And just use a little brush just for cleaning, and then the vacuum so I can clean all the water out of the switches. These switches are pretty well shot anyway, but it still helps. And you've got to be careful when you do these, because these little covers are just glued on. It's already missing. Two of them are already missing, but I have some spare. So you got to glue those little covers back on. From factory, they just got very weak glue and they come off real easy. I'll probably just pick one off with my finger. That won't even open. So I get this scrubbed up. And I've got just a regular little brush in there. Just for scrubbing the seats. And then when I've scrubbed the seats, I use, now that you guys are with me, I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. It's leather food to moisturize the leather. Otherwise it'll dry out and crack and shrink. So you clean it, wipe it down, dry it, and then just lather it in this stuff and let it sit overnight. Let it soak into the leather. There's a leather conditioner. And also have this type here. I use that stuff as well. And the cleaner. But this is going to need more than just a cleaner. And just squirt bottles full of water. The red one's got the purple power in it. Strong cleaner. Yeah, the alkaline in this stuff's too strong for upholstery and stuff. Like I say, because even when I clean engines, usually it'll suck the colour right out of those valve covers if you use that stuff straight. That was the bottle's not here. It was liquid grease lightning. That stuff is really good, but like I say, it'll rip the colour right out of stuff. So you gotta be really careful. So I'm going to set you up and clean this door panel and see how it comes up. They're not dry cracks, so they're still in good shape, because normally they're already cracked around here. Set this up. With the brush, it just shampoo the carpet. This is just carpet. Yeah, just use an old paintbrush, gets into the cracks and nooks and crannies. This is real wood, so you do have to be careful. Then I go to the thrift store and buy just bags of old towels. That's what I use. Just let it soak. Soak in for a minute. It's really caked on, like up here. There's a bit really caked on there. I just use the scrubbing brush. I could use the electric drill, but it's easy to do it this way. Grab the scrubbing brush. Okay. It's pretty nasty. A little bit of corrosion on there. Suck the water out of the switches. Not going to get all of it, but most of it. That looks better. Put a bit of vinyl treatment on it and it'll look like brand new again. A little green rag here somewhere. Oh. Green rag. This is because I used to work in a dealership. This is concentrated overall, so it's pure. Pull handle's not even cracked. Nice shape. Usually they got cracks in them. I'm using a different camera, so I don't know if the sound's going to be the same. I ran out of memory again on my phone, so I have to change it around. Yeah, that looks better. Give it another treatment, let this soak in, and then give it a second coat. I'm going to pull all this off, but it's just nicer to work with it if it's clean. For some reason there's something. There's a card stuck in there, that's what it is. The button's broken and they've stuck a card in there to stop the ashtray from opening. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little better. It needs another treatment. It's still dry, but at least it's nice and clean. I've got a new tripod too. So it looks nice and clean again. And just do the same. I'm not going to show you doing all of the seats, but I've got to empty out all the bits and pieces that are laying on the floor and the carpet, and then I'm going to completely shampoo these carpets, and then also vacuum out all the huge big rats' nests in there. The seat belt's still wrapped in plastic. Look at that. It's the factory plastic wraps. Rear seat belts have never been used. Well, that's how you basically do it. Like with the seats and with the carpet, I'll use the brush on a drill, just on a low speed. It really pulls up, because this is shag pile carpet too. It's a factory shag. And with these, with just a very mild soap, just run the machine over it, and then as soon as you dry it off, treat it with the leather conditioner here, so it'll soak in. Otherwise the leather will dry out. If it dries out, it's done. So that's how you do it. So I'll get started on here, and I'll switch the camera back on when I'm kind of already back into it. I'm not going to film the whole process, but I'll do the front carpets with the machine, see how it's done, and then scrub those seats down. They'll look like brand new again, those seats. So. Got most of it vacuumed up. I'm going to shampoo the seats now. But yeah, rats. I'm kind of surprised because most of my cars there was big rats nest in these corners on both sides. I'm kind of shocked that rats didn't, or the mice didn't eat right through that carpet. A couple of my other cars they've eaten right through the carpet, destroyed it. And you can't buy this carpet anymore, the shag pile. Nobody's reproducing it. I've been lucky. But I took the plastic off the seat belts, and the mice had been inside it, and they'd obviously pissed in there because everything's all corroded. I don't know if I can get that cleaned up. I don't know if that's rust or is that's build up of rat poo and pee. I'll take these belts out later on. I'll soak them because they're all stiff as a board as well. But no, it cleaned up, it vacuumed up good. So now I'm going to scrub these seats and work my way down, get the seats cleaned, those door panels, get the dash. I know the dash is cracked, but I've got to deal with it. And just work my way down, and then last I'll shampoo the carpets. But hopefully these seats are going to come up nice. I did find a little split in one of the seats. Excuse me, cough, still got that cough. I did find a little split right here. I'm going to put some glue in there just to stop it from spreading. Just put a little bit of super glue just inside there so it doesn't separate any further, and the button is worn, but it's to be expected. Yeah, it's coming up good. The worst part is this roof. The paint's pretty bad too, guys. It's now that it's dried off. I haven't tried to sand it yet. Color sand it. I've got a I don't know where they are, but these are sanding discs, but I've got the wet sanding discs, the 1500 3000 grit paper for my where are we? It's not in here. It's in here. I have a orbital. That's actually got a pad on there, probably a 3000. Yeah, 3000 grit. So for colour sanding. Because when I was doing one of my station wagons, that's in Scandinavia now. One of my Dodges, 57 Dodge, D500 Hemi. I've got a pile of those little discs. But yeah, so now shampoo these seats, get them washed down and then soak them. And then work my way down this door panel. I need to treat it again with another coat of protectant. It's pretty dry. There were some really bad spots in here. I think it shows up. It's kind of stained into the vinyl. There was a really bad dirt patch there. So I may have to treat that a couple of times. And this is stuck open, and somebody stuck, I know you can see it, somebody stuck like a business card or something in there. I've got to pick it out of the tweezers. But I'll do that when I take the door panel off, because I've got to test these windows. Did find the clips for my armrests. The rear armrests have these aluminum covers on them. And usually these little clips are missing. But I did manage to find them when I was vacuuming, so that was good. And where are we? Pick it up and look at it in the light. For a frame, these little clips here. These are usually missing out of the back. A few of my cars don't have those panels anymore because people want to take the back seat out. You've got to take the armrests out. You cannot get the seat out without pulling the armrests. And people usually don't put these things back in because these clips are a pain to put back into place. And there's the armrest there. The ashtray lid's broken. I do have, I think, yeah, the tab's busted off the end. I'll get that in the light. See, it should be like that. I might be able to drill it. Yeah. Just drill it and, drill it and put a little pin in there. The spring's still there. So, doorknob. But anyway, yeah. So, get these seats washed down. I'll video a little bit of it, but not all of it. I do have a... I went to Walmart yesterday to go and buy another camera because this phone I'm using keeps running out of storage, and I've reset it twice to factory reset, and I just can't get any storage in it. So I got my old little camera here. And then my fancy camera, but it's a little bit too fancy for filming in here. That's a zoom lens. I need to buy a regular lens for it. So let's get these seats washed up, and we'll go from there, and then down to the carpets, get the interior cleaned out, presentable. I'll put the back seat back in. I'm not going to expose the seat belts. I'm just going to leave them tucked in under the seats. I don't have any kids anymore, so there's no one going to be sitting in there, just the front seats. And usually these ones aren't too bad. Yeah, it's still good. I should have a tag on them with the date. Yep, there's the date. So the 35th week of 1970, the seatbelt was built. It is an early 71 car because it's got the high back seats. So that'd be correct. Yep, slowly getting there. And then, like I say, next is clean this paint up as best as I can, but I mean, it's clean, but I don't think it's ever going to have a shine on it because you can hear that. It's like sandpaper. It's crazed. Like I say, this is really cheap paint. I was hoping that when I pressure washed it, it would blast it off. Because I don't see a primer underneath between the two layers of paint, so they just painted straight over the original paint. And usually when they do that, if you're lucky, the old crap peels right off. So I'll get you set up, get the camera set up on the stand again, and we'll shampoo these seats. Yeah, I'm just using laundry detergent, nothing strong. And I'll get my drill. I've got a couple of batteries charged up because this stuff does drain the batteries on the drills. And we'll get scrubbing and vacuuming and then shampoo the carpets. Hopefully they're going to come up looking good. I do have the original mats for it. This did have the protection package. You can tell by the rubber strip on there. It's got the door edge guards. And I believe the original floor mats. Yeah, the original floor mats there. They're hard to find. Really hard to find. They usually get thrown out. They're the original blue ones. I was going to steal them and put them in that car, but I think I'm going to send that car down the road. So I'll keep them for this. All right, back to work. It's not too bad. You can see, I know you guys probably can't see it, where people have been grabbing it is like body grease stains, oil, body oil. And this blue vinyl is not a straight color, it's kind of a motley. When you get close to it, you can see it's not just a straight blue. There's a color pattern in it. It's kind of hard to do a touch up on them too if you wanted to recolor it. You can't get that effect in the paint, in the vinyl. Yeah, good. Later on I'll hit this with a polisher. Polish these up later on. It's a good thing you guys don't have smell-o-vision because it reeks in here. It absolutely stinks. Now I'm starting to get stuff wet. Dry it off. See if not scrubbed. This is all metal. Alright, switch it. Seat's covered in bird shit too. Oh, I had a lot of body oils there. Ugh. It's showing up now quick. This is a soft brush too. They come in different grades when you order these. There's a yellow, red and blue. The yellow is the softest one. Like I say, I think I said in the last video, they're about 19 bucks a set. I ordered 2 sets because I used to detail a lot of cars. Go through them. A lot of one little hole there, tiny little hole in the leather. Yeah, that's nasty. I'll get the other side from the other side when I go over there. Yeah, that looks better. May have to hit this just with something a little bit stronger. You guys can see a bit. There's the brown, you know, like the shit you see on steering wheels. It's all down here on the side of the seat here where someone's been sitting. Let's see if I can hand scrub it. That's coming off. Let's see. Yeah. It's pulling, see, it's pulling the colour out. It's blue. So you gotta be careful with your soaps. And I'll do the same here. Put just a little dab of super glue in there just to hold it together so it doesn't get any worse. I was going to get one of those leather kits. A little bit of wear there. But it's clean again. A couple of scratches in the leather here. Seat belts. You can see it there too. All the body juices. The sides are vinyl on these cars, only the fronts are leather. These are just plastic. A little wet, slippery. Yep. There's a big difference. Once I get the oils back in it, it'll be nice and shiny again. Because right now it's just drying out. But you can actually see it. You guys can see it too. It's actually gotten hard here. There's a stain here. I don't think it's going to come out. Just got to deal with it. And the same here. Right here. That's what people are getting in and out of their bodies. Probably in the summertime they're sweating. the body sweats. Salts have got into the leather. This is still soft, but this piece here is really hard. So hopefully I can get it, put some food in it, it'll suck it up and soften it up. But yeah, do the bottom of those covers, do the driver's side. Yeah, the armrest, look, that door panel looks good. Once I get the carpet shampoo, it'll look a lot better too. So that's how you do it. Not much to it really. Just a lot of elbow grease. And you got to put up the stench, because it does stink. So I'm going to keep doing that off camera. I'll do most of the shampooing on the carpet. I'll do some of that on camera so you can see how I shampoo the carpet. And then just, like I say, with a little brush, just get an old paintbrush, kind of not too soft because you want a little bit of resistance in it, and then you do all the dash as well. And then I'll pull the dash cover out, I'll show you how to do that, so you can repair, because I noticed none of the dash lights don't work on this. It's either the switch is gone or the bulbs are blowing out, but I ran the lights the other night and nothing lit up, so I'll show you how to pull that whole panel off, that fascia. Yeah, this panel here, this whole fascia comes off, and you can get to the gauges and get to the wiring behind there too. So I'll carry on, and I'll be back when I've done all the rest of the scrubbing, and then we'll do the carpets. It's been about, what is the time? It's been about 3 hours since I did these seats, and they're completely soaked up all the conditioner. I'm going to give them another shot, but before I give them a second coat, I'm going to shampoo the carpets. Get them done now. Got my sprayer full of water and laundry detergent, so I'm just going to spray down the carpet, then run the machine over them, and vacuum them up. That carpet came out nice. It's nice and clean again. When it's dry, I'll brush it off, so it's nice and soft again. So I'll set you up and bring it over to the dirt. There we go. Very soaked. We're good and wet. The kick panels are covered too. It really smells better in here. I can smell the leather conditioner. Here, let's scrub it down. The seal's leaking on this here. Yeah, the seal's leaking. Use the pressure. Where is it? Sounds like the O-ring's gone bad. Ah, damn thing. It's leaking there too. Gotta try and get this done tonight. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday. You know what that means. I won't be out here for the day. Take this to do something for dinner. Spend some time with the wife. I don't mind taking her out. She'll put up with all my bullshit. Been married 20 years. 21 years. The rear part really soaked. There's a lot of, the front wasn't too bad, but the back was full of poop. Especially down here in these corners. Dry shaft hump. Back of the seats got carpet on them too. Sorry, my belly all full. Had dinner with my buddies tonight. Chicken wings. Vinny's restaurant in Sierra Vista. If you want good wings and good pizza too. Alright, get the other side done. These pods. Seat up pod housing. Let's lay the other side down. Alright, go the other side. Alright, there we go. There's a lot of sand in there. And I've scrubbed it. Sand or grit. It's all grit that's being pulled up out of the pile. It's cleaning up good. Picking it up. There's a lot of grit in there. It just keeps bringing up more and more. I'm going to vacuum it out, scrub the rest of it, vacuum it, and then give her another shot of just water, just soak it so I can get this grit out, because every time I come up, just because the shag pile carpet, the grit's just embedded in the bottom of the carpet. I can see it. Like even when I do that, it's just stuff like that. I might have to do it a couple of times. Get this side vacuumed up, scrub the other side and then just hose it down with water so the water loosens up the grit, and when I suck up the water it'll pull the dirt with it. It's probably still a little bit too dry. Need it wet, really wet. But it's coming up nice. It's cleaned up nice. I can actually see you can see a difference in the colouring there. Right along there. That's where the line is. So it does scrub up good, but it's just full of grit. So like I say, it's going to take 2 or 3 passes to get this completely cleaned out. But I'm happy with the result of the actual shampoo itself. It's good. It doesn't take much. It's just elbow grease. You see all this grit in here. So I'll get the rest of it finished. I'll do it off camera. You guys don't want to watch me doing the whole thing. You basically see how I did this. You just do the whole car like that. I did the tread plates. Even the tread plates have got bits of sand embedded in the rubber. I was picking it up before when I vacuumed it off. Once you put a bit of treatment on there, they'll look like brand new again. And then I've got to wipe the dash down. Got to be careful with chemicals on this chrome here. I know it does eat the chrome off if I put a harsh chemical on there. So I've got to be careful. I do have those chrome pens, those that you see on Facebook all the time, but they do work. I did the dash on the red car over there. Come up beautiful chrome, shiny. I think they're up here. Nope. Where are they? I'll probably put them away somewhere. I can't remember where I put them. Maybe they're up here. No. Typical, isn't it? When you don't want them, you break your neck over them. When you need them, you can't find them. But anyway, they're those black pens. They're filled with silver paint. They come in 3 sizes, 3 different tip sizes. I was using them just not long ago because I did a couple of dashes. Here they go. This is them. This is what I touch up the dashboards with. Liquid chrome. I got these off Amazon. And they do work. You just got to keep them flowing. Don't try and do it dry. They've got like a little spring-loaded tip. So you got to load it up first. And then just when you draw on it, just keep going, and it doesn't look good when you put it on, but then it flows out, and then it just turns to chrome, and it looks pretty damn good. Because this one here was completely eaten up. You can see all the chrome's nice in there. Even did all the things on the bezels, all that. All this has all been repainted. Even did the ones on here on the steering wheel. There was chrome on there. Yep, so those pens do work if you want to. I mean, they're not perfect like super chrome, but if you want to touch your car up and make it look presentable, yep. So I'm going to carry on with this. I'm going to turn the camera off. Get this finished, and then I'm going to do that again, and then I'm going to put another coat of conditioner on these seats, let them sit overnight. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll give them a 3rd coat because they are dry. because they've completely sucked up all that conditioner I put on there. They were soaking wet, but now they're dry. So the conditioner has gone into the leather. Just a shame that dash is cracked, where the interior would have been perfect. I don't think I have a spare dash pad. I can't remember if that white car has a good pad or not. I've got a car coming from California on Wednesday, I think it is. They're going to pick it up. I think that car definitely is going to be a parts car. I'll check the dash on that. That car's pretty rough. It was given to me. I'm basically just paying for the gas to go and pick it up. So it should be here Thursday or Friday. And then he's turning around and going to Colorado and picking up another car for me from the same place as this, where this car came from. Hopefully Steve finds some more, because I'll try and get some more cars off him. Yes, I am going to remove the sold sign. Somebody joked with me, it's about time you remove that sold sign. You know, I didn't see the point really, because this windshield is gone. It's completely cracked. But yeah, I will clean it, because I'm going to have to leave it in there for now until I get that other windshield pulled. And hopefully it doesn't crack when we pull it. Got to take this panel off so I can get underneath it. This all unbolts. And start cleaning the glass. Then test the windows. And see if I can just do something with this paint. And that top, obviously. Anyway, back to cleaning the carpets. I mean, even that just looks so much better now. It's nice and dark and blue. Before it was completely covered in mouse poop. It's looking much better. Still got a little ways to go. It's a slow, tedious job. You don't want to be watching me doing this for a couple of hours. So I just took some photos, some stills, get those back panels cleaned up, carpet's all clean. Still a little damp. I got to vacuum it again once it's dried out. There's still grit coming out of there. But seats look nice and clean again. The dash kind of looks presentable. I've still got to clean the lenses. All these lenses with a bit of glass cleaner. I'm just letting the treatment soak in. I armoralled all the plastic. Definitely looks a lot better. Got the steering wheel cleaned up. Yeah. Get the gotta test the windows, back windows. If the back windows work, I'll throw the back seats back in. Still smell. I mean, I scrubbed all that out. That was all full of poop. I scrubbed it and washed it. I think once it dries out, the smell will slowly go away. But yeah, it looks a lot better. There's just a little bit of wear there on the seat right there. It's not worn through, it's just the coloring's come off. But there's just a little split. But considering how it looked, it's pretty good. That door panel came up good. I'm gonna put some lemon oil on the wooden panels, because it keeps sucking up the armorall. It's just dry again. Get some lemon oil in there. Makes it smell nice too. Same on there. It is real wood. It's not an applique. It is solid wood. As you can see, the edge here. It's solid wood. Headliner is nice. No rips. No high heel marks. I do have one with a couple of high heel marks in it. But yeah. At least you can sit in it now and not feel dirty or disgusting. Now I'll start on the windows next. Hopefully this one still works. I'm gonna pull the door panels off and see if I'll direct wire the motors, see if they go up and down. Yeah, so that's the interior, almost completely detailed. I'll probably give those seats another feed again. I've done them 3 times now. They're getting a little bit of a shine coming back into them. Like I say, vacuum the carpets again. It'll look better once the back seats are back in too. I've got to bring them down off the rack there, the parts rack. Give them a wipe down. They've been up there for about 6 months. Those up there. And I'm happy. Happy with the interior. I mean, the rest of it still looks like crap, but I got the brakes. I picked the brakes up Friday night on my way into town, meeting up with the boys, so do a brake job. Right, next thing, I'm going to have dinner. It's dinner time. When I come outside again, I'm going to clean these windows, clean all of them. They'll look a lot better when it's got a little shine on the glass. It's got a tint, but it's not a very strong tint. I've seen them some with a darker tint on them. Still got the original windshield in even. I know it's cracked, but the middle of the windshield, yep, it's the original windshield right there. There's a emblem. That car still has the original windshield, and so does that one. I'm not sure about this one. No, it's been replaced. Yeah, it's been replaced. It's got a nice dark band on it too. Anyway, go and have some dinner, and I'll come out and clean the windows, and I'm going to hook the battery up and probe the windows, see what's happening with them, see if I get any life. I've got power to the window switches, and slowly getting there. I'll get that air cleaner cleaned up, get a little cutting compound on it and clean it up, put it back on. That's the hose for there's a charcoal canister underneath the engine down by the cross member. The K-frame, there's a big charcoal canister there. That's what that hose is for. No, I'm happy. I mean, I can't expect too much for what I paid for the car. I paid less than $1,000 for the car itself. I paid more in shipping. So, for a car that runs, yeah. I mean, even if the car was too far gone, I'll pull the motor and transmission out of it and the interior and put it in one of my other cars. But I think we'll carry on with this whole girl. It's just a shame that it's been repainted. I wish it was the original paint that was bad, but it's had a repaint. It's really, really nasty. You can even see color differences. I know that fender's been smacked, but I don't know, it doesn't look like it did any structural. This is all still straight. You just bump the corner in. You can see down there it's all bent out of shape. Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday I should have the California car here, and I'll go over that, see what's going to happen to that. I think it's going to be a parts car, so I'll be able to get some panels and stuff off it, because the interior, I know the interior is gone in it. It's all dry rotted. It's a California, LA car. All the seats are completely kind of exploded. So I don't think there was a title with it. It was an inheritance. But if it's just a parts car, I'm not worried about the title. I can get titles for them. It's just a cost. It's about $300 to title a car here in Arizona. Get a bonded title. But no, I'm happy. So I'm going to go and have something to eat and then come out and start cleaning the glass. Just razor blade in the glass. You guys can hear that, but feels like somebody's been welding there. Got weld spots on it. Old towels, just ripping that out. Just trim while it's here. Just using 4/0 steel wool. It's very fine. It won't damage the glass. And just run the blade over it. Gives anything stuck. You can hear those pops. So into that razor blade, just snapped it. Got a box full of them. That brush is just about gone. The outside here. Right there. You can hear it. Glass has got a lot of scratches in it. Sand. Whole bunch of scratches in there. But it looks better. Nice clean, shiny glass again. You can, I don't know if you guys can see it. See all the scratches in there. I could probably machine buff them out, but it's a lot of work. I don't think it's worth it. It up there. You guys hear the owls outside? They're hooting away out there. Little damage there. Where the other window's been rubbing on it. Owls sound cool. I love the sound of those owls. Do that trim. Looks better. Cleaned up the trim. These are usually pitted. I don't know what them. Yeah, I know they're pot metal, but for some reason, all these cars are always. These are always pitted. Do the back window. Sit you on the car. I always use this stuff. It's available everywhere. Dollar store sells it. Costco. It's one of the best window cleaners out there. Sprayway. As you buy like a 4-pack from Costco. fingers on the vinyl. Still a little bit in the edges. There's an owl sitting right on my roof. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. There's an owl right up here on my roof, hooting away. Be cool if you guys can hear it. That's pretty neat. I saw the female actually get into their nest the other day, which is a little late in the season. They usually start laying her eggs around February. And then last week, driving out the driveway, and I looked up and I saw a little face looking at me. So mum's going to try and lay some eggs, I think. Staining off the glass, the water stains. Yep. Cover it here in the corner. Yeah, got rid of all this. Well, most of it. All that staining in the corner and the edges here. It turns brown. I got most of it. I'm going to have to do this a couple of times. Plus I got to run the utility knife around here and get rid of all that vinyl. Clean this roof down and just give it a coat of black for now. Yeah, look good. Once the inside's clean, the inside's filthy. Oh, you guys can see that, but it's disgusting on the inside too. The driver's door looks nice and clean. I don't think it's tinted. It should be because it's an AC car. Let's see. Put my spectacles on. Where is the tag? It doesn't look like it's got a very slight tint on it. I mean, I can see a little bit here, but they must have a different grade of tint because that car there is definitely tinted. This just doesn't seem to have that green look about it. Maybe once I get it outside. I noticed too, watching my videos back, these LEDs are affecting the camera too. Sometimes I see the black lines jumping across, like if I tilt the camera around for some reason, it picks up the waves, the frequency waves. I noticed it when I was around this side. I turned the camera around. I noticed a lot of black lines flickering these LEDs, but it doesn't show up all the time. I just noticed it when I'm standing on this side of the car. I noticed it when I was reviewing and editing. There's not much I can do about it. Yeah, so a little better. Nice and clean. That door doesn't shut too good either. I need to adjust it. I don't know if it's the hinge is bad. Nope, it's just bad adjuster. The striker needs to be moved. Could you look when it... And then when I slam it, it lifts the door up. So I need to adjust that striker plate. So that's how you clean the windows. Just fine steel wool, 4/0. Good glass cleaner. Ammonia free, so that means you can use it on tinted glass too. And then just with a razor blade, just go around and get all that gunk that builds up around the edge of the glass. Still a little bit there. I don't know if you guys can see that just there. Right there. I got it. You can hear it. Yeah, that razor blade running on the dirt. So carry on doing these, and then I'm not gonna do the windows tonight. It's already evening. I'm gonna turn the keys on and just probe, see if I've got a main power supply. Because I plugged the door in the other day, the panel in the other day, and nothing happened. So I just want to make sure I do have a power supply. The fuses in these are in the glove box on the very far left-hand side. You take a little panel off. Normally on the inside of the panel there should be a diagram of what fuses go where. I think it's got like 4 different size fuses in it. Actually in dimension, not in grade. They don't all use the same fuse. They've got those little tiny short ones and the regular long ones, the glass. But I'll finish off doing these windows, and then we'll probe the door panel, and I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. I'll get this video uploaded to YouTube. Nice clean windows again. All nice and shiny. And unfortunately that front's cracked, but at least the sold sign's gone. Somebody joked about it in the comments. So now I'm going to hook up the battery and just see if I've got power to the switches. Okay, so again. Fan's working. Indicators work. All right. And that one. One's the seats, and the other one is the windows. Okay, so no power. Let's check the door lights. Ground this on the body a little bit better. Try and ground on the body. No power. Ignition is on. That's probably why my windows and door arm and seats don't work. I'm just testing their ink. That's for the lights down there. That one, this one is for the speaker. And that one is, I think, for the window lockout switch to turn the windows off. Oof. I hear something shorting out. Something shorting out there. Let's go and see. No, it's not a short, it's the radio. The radio's on. I could hear this. Because it sounded like it was coming from the glove box. Because the fuse panel's in here. So, yep. Radio works. It's probably a bit of moisture in here. And in there as well. Because I did give it a good scrub. Okay, so that's good. It's just a regular crackling. Let's see if the antenna works. There's a button over here that operates the antenna. Yep. I hear it. It's bent, so it's not going to come down all the way, but it's working. There's the dome lights. They're not working either. So I do have some wiring issues over here. There's a dome light. There's a little light under here, as well as the courtesy lights underneath. Courtesy lights in the doors, and then the back, those little back round pods. So I do have some wiring issues because I don't have power. So that's tomorrow's job. Figuring out what's wrong. Hopefully it's just a fuse. Because my relay is working. I heard the relay clicking. Yeah, I can hear the relay clicking when I'm turning the ignition on and off. So, figure out which one's the power feed. Yeah, so one is windows, seats, stereo, door, and what else is there? There's a couple of other controllers for the seats as well, because it's got a toggle switch. Come on, these things are heavy. There's a toggle switch for the seats as well. Front seats controls up and down, backwards and forwards, and then toggle. So tomorrow's job is figuring out why I got no power. That'll be the next video. I'm going to post this one now. Okay guys, I'll catch you on the next one.